Bulldogs. Orange Grove comes in from 4A2 Region 4 District 15. Right now hosting a 0-4 record, losing to La Grulia, Mathis, Beeville Jones, and George West. They're led by Coach Del Paricio, second year under the helm, and last year was his first year, going 5-6 and 3-2 in district, which was enough to get a seed into the playoffs, where they faced Raymondville in the by-district, losing 48-16. Here's a crazy stat for you, though. In the last 11 meetings between Orange Grove and Raymondville, Orange Grove does hold the series lead with 7-4. So these two teams have battled very nicely and have gotten after each other in the last couple of years. Raymondville holds the lead for the last 2 years, though. As far as the Raymondville Bearcats, 4A, 2A, Region 4, District 16, hosting a 4-1 record. Their loss came at week 1 to La Feria, and then they're on a 4-game winning streak, beating La Grulia, Lyford, St. Joe, and last week they beat Kingsville. Raymondville's offense has been averaging a whopping 425 yards per game, and want to give credit to the O-line. O-line's been doing a good job creating holes and making lanes for their running backs and their tailbacks, led by Gabriel Garza, Andrew Cervantes, Steven Tovar, Andy Lopez, Aiden Lopez, and Leon Cantu. The big boys up front have been doing a great job for Raymondville's offense. And we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff, and we'll be back after this.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number 1.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale. Right now, get 0% interest for 60 months on 2019 Ford Rangers, plus $2,500 in bonus cash.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Here we go. Almost down to kickoff. We're about 5 minutes away in Raymondville, Texas at Burnett Stadium, where we have the Rainbow Bearcats hosting the Orange Grove Bulldogs. The coins were just flipped. Captains went up. Captains tonight for Orange Grove were number 6, Jake Marsh, 27, Marshall Shaha, and 58, Matt Castañeda. For the Bearcats, number 7, Zaravian Amandares, number 11, Dylan Ramirez, 21, Jose Peña, 53, Steven Tovar, and number 85, Jason Cantu. At the flip, Raymondville won the toss, went ahead and deferred to the second half. So Orange Grove will receive the ball to start the game. So what like I was saying earlier, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining Real Sports Live tonight here in Raymondville. And just a quick reminder that we do not show a live video feed on Friday night football games. So tonight we'll give you the best play-by-play that we possibly can audio-wise. But we will. Stay with us. After the game, we will have highlights that will show live so you can catch all the highlights and big plays of tonight's game. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you're sharing, liking, and following us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your families. You cannot make it out to the game tonight. Hey, we got you covered. Real Sports Live has you covered all over the valley, all over Texas, even outside of Texas. If you guys want to get in, Orange Grove, Raymondville, we're here, and we're ready to rock and roll. We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff, so we'll be back after this.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services. Come see what the city is saying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Friday Night Lights. It's Real Sports Live coming to you from Raymondville, Texas at Burnett Stadium, where the Raymondville Bearcats will be hosting the Orange Grove Bulldogs. Once again, I gave you guys a little bit of an insight of what we're looking at tonight's game. Orange Grove comes in with a 0-4 record with losses to La Grulia, Mathis, Beeville, Jones, and George West under Coach Del Paricio's second year under the helm. So last year they didn't do too bad. They went 5-6 overall, and they made the playoffs with a 3-2 district record. They met the Raymondville Bearcats in by district, and they lost to Raymondville 48-16. The Raymondville Bearcats come in with a 4-1 record under Coach Cantu, under Coach Frank Cantu. With their loss came in week 1 against La Feria, a very strong La Feria team, and then they're coming in with a 4-game winning streak. They've beat La Grulia, Lyford, St. Joe, and last week they beat Kingsville. Their offense is averaging 35 points a game, and their defense has been pretty stingy, only averaging 16 points a game, or giving up 16 points a game. Raymondville's offense, we're talking about that's one of the big things here with their running backs and their tailbacks, who have done a superb job making big plays. They got big playmakers back there. They're averaging 425 yards a game. And big credit, as I've been talking to people around here, big credit goes to the O-line. The big boys up front have done a great job opening up holes, maintaining the flow of the game. Not too many illegal movements on the front. They're a very disciplined line, and they work well together. We're talking about Gabriel Garza, Andrew Cervantes, Steven Tovar, Andy Lopez, Aiden Lopez, and Leon Cantu. So behind those guys, we have the razzle-dazzle of big-time playmakers, Aravian Amandades, who's averaging about 150 yards a game. He's also rushing, and he's also the Bearcats' leading receiver. Now, the defensive side of the ball, big-time players, big-time names. You have Dylan Ramirez, who leads the team in tackles and sacks. Also, Jose Guajardo's done a great job, and Aaron Rivera coming up too. So we have a lot going on here tonight. Orange Grove's here to set something and prove themselves, trying to pick up their first win of the season, and Raymondville's looking to improve to 5-1. So we are about just a couple seconds away from our kickoff. And we had Raymondville win the toss, but they decided to defer to the second half. So Orange Grove will be receiving to start today's game.
Number 10, Saul Garcia. Your kicker.
Doing the kicking duties for Raymondville, number 10, Saul Garcia. Waiting to receive the kick for Orange Grove, number 9, Isaac Sauceda. And number 9 back in the backfield. And number 2, Gable Moreno, waiting for the kickoff. And here we go. And it's a deep kick that reaches the back of the end zone, and we have a touchback. So Orange Grove will take the ball on the 25-yard line, start the game off. Leading Orange Grove's offense is number 10, Cutter Stewart, freshman quarterback, who's coming in and gaining experience game by game. I know that they haven't won many games or they haven't won a game this season, but I'm telling you, just the experience of being a freshman and going against varsity opponents, this kid's learning, and he's learning quickly. So let's see how they come out tonight. Orange Grove comes out in a back set, and the ball is given off. Handoff to number 27, Marshall Saha. And it's a short gain, maybe even a loss, if anything.
Also assisted on that, number 72, Jaden Galvan.
So first play of the game, and nothing to little is gained for the Orange Grove. Bulldogs looking to the sideline, waiting for the call. Cutter Stewart doing the play calling for Orange Grove. Back in the shotgun formation, has one back next to him. Man in motion. Ball is handed off right up the middle to number 27, Marshall Saha, who gains about 2. Tackle by number 78, Jaden Brooks. Raymondville's defense has done a great job defensively, making stops and making big plays.
Third down and about 7.
They've faced some pretty potent offenses. I know a couple weeks ago against St. Joe's running back, and they did a pretty good job containing him. Stewart back, looking for a man. Passes off. Incomplete pass. Pass intended to number 11, Connor Eulenfeld. And nicely covered by number 7, Zaravian Almendades. So Almendades is playing both sides of the ball. Two-way platoon, as they call it. And does a great job on the coverage. So that'll be 4th down with Orange Grove ready to punt away. Back to receive the punt, number 8, Justin Smith. Punt. The snap is over the kicker's head. Goes back, ball is still on the floor. Raymondville Bearcats fall on the ball. Recovered by number 69, Isaiah Gloria. So on the 4th down, snap goes over the punter's head. Punter has to go chase it down and just can't get a hold of that ball. That ball had some bounce to it. Overruns it, misses the ball. Raymondville's Isaiah Gloria jumps on top of it. Raymondville gets the ball in good position. Ball on the 8-yard line of Orange Grove. Zaravian Almendades gets a direct snap, finds his way up to the left side of the field and finds some room, and it's a touchdown Bearcats. So Almendades goes in there as the QB and takes a snap, and maybe like a wildcat formation, since Almendades usually does the running back duties, takes a direct snap, finds some room up the left side, gets himself 6.
Number 10 is Saul Garcia for the extra point.
Saul Garcia ready for the kick, gets it up, the extra point, and it is good. So Raymondville takes full advantage of the Bulldog turnover. And if you're just tuning in and you guys are trying to figure out what just happened right here for that quick 6, the Bulldogs come in looking at a 4th down punting situation. Snap for the punt goes over the punter's head. Ball's on the floor. Skirmish for the ball. Isaiah Gloria from Raymondville jumps on top of it, giving Raymondville ball on the 8-yard line. Zaravian Almendades does the rest. Gets the snap, goes up, touchdown.
We need to all chip in and give this guy room at the Holiday Inn. And some binoculars.
So up 7-0. Raymondville is ready to kick off.
Number 10, Saul Garcia.
Your excitement is truly appreciated. Don't stop.
Back to receive will be number 11,
Everybody's
Connor
got a shirt in the
Eulenfeld.
house. I'm in church.
And number 9, Isaac.
Waiting to receive the kick. Number 9, Isaac Salceda. Kick is up. It's deep. And it is too deep for return. So another touchback for the Bearcats. Orange Grove will get the ball on the 25-yard line. If you're just tuning in, want to remind everybody that Friday Night Football cannot be broadcasted live on video. So you guys will get the audio version of tonight's game. We'll hopefully do the best job we can to give you guys the play-by-play. There will be highlights after the game, from the game, giving you a video highlights, but that'll be after the game. So Orange Grove gets the ball. Cutter Stewart doing the play calling for the Bulldogs. Stewart back in the shotgun. Hands off to number 27, Marshall Saha, who picks up about 5. Number 2, A.J. Sias, in for the tackle. So looking at a 2nd and 4 situation for the Bulldogs as they look at the sideline, waiting for the play to come in. Cutler Stewart's ready. Next to him, he has Saha. Ball snapped. Stewart looking for a receiver, finds his man to the outside. It's completed. Over to number 11, Connor Eulenfield. For the Bulldog, first down. So about a little 6 and out throw, and it is completed by the Bulldogs, giving them a first down. Bulldogs waiting for the call. Cleared backfield. Stewart drops back, finds his receiver, number 6, and it's complete to number 6, Jake Marsh, taken down by A.J. Sayas. Completed pass gives a gain of about 5. Bulldogs are quick to get back on the line. Looks like they're trying to run an up-tempo type of offense. 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Call comes in. Freshman Stewart making an audible on the line. Bulldogs out in a spread formation. Stewart pulls back, looking for the receiver, and it is incomplete. Intended for number 14, Joseph De Los Santos. Third and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 44. 8:09 in the first quarter. Bulldogs waiting for the call to come in. Bearcat defense looks ready for the call. Stewart looking for the first down on a 3rd and 5. Man in motion coming from the left, from the right to the left. It's a handoff to the motion man. Jumps over, but is stopped and met immediately by a swarm of Bearcats. Connor Eulenfield is the motion man who gets the handoff, but taken down by that swarm led by J.J. Rosas. Bulldogs now facing a 4th and 3. Looks like they're bringing in the punting unit. Don't want to take a chance at midfield. Ball on the 44-yard line. So the Bearcat defense is doing what they do, keeping stingy. That's 2 4-and-out series for the Bulldogs. Back to receive the punt is Justin Smith. Punt takes a Bulldog bounce, is non-returnable. So the Bearcats will get the ball back on the 24-yard line of the Bearcats. Jason Cantu, sophomore, is leading the Bearcat offense tonight. Taking over for the QB duties. Cantu in a shotgun formation. Has Justin Smith to his side, Zaravian Amendares in the motion. Cantu takes the ball himself, finds himself some room to run, and picks up a gain of about 8. Ball on the 33-yard line as Cantu calls his own number. Find himself some room up the right side between his guard and tackle. Talked a little bit about the Bearcat O-line earlier today. These guys have done an amazing job creating some holes. Ball is up, is a handoff, a little pitch over to motion man number 14, Aaron Rivera, who gets the Raymondville first down. So Rivera gets the motion, goes in motion and gets the quick pitch off the motion up the left-hand side, finds some room to run, picks up the Raymondville first down. Ball on Raymondville's 39. Cantu back in shotgun, has Armendariz and Smith to the right and left of him. Handoff goes to Smith, who's looking for some room up to run the right side, but is taken down in the backfield. Taken down by number 8, Jordan Garcia. So it's a loss of about 2. So Raymondville will be facing a 2nd and 12. Bearcats get back on the line. Cantu has an open backfield, spreads it out a bit. Man in motion is a Raven Armendariz. Armendariz gets the ball on the handoff, on the motion, and is taken down for a gain of about 3. Number 27, Marshall Saha, in on that tackle. Orange Grove has a lot of their studs playing 2 ways as well. You know, a lot of these guys want to play offense and defense, and a lot of these coaches are going to put their best athletes on the field as much as they can. Cavazos gets the snap, rolls back, is looking for a receiver down the field, can't find anybody, so he's trying to take it himself, and he is taken down in the backfield for the sack. Ball looks like it fell on the floor. Well, Raymondville keeps it. So Cantu rolls out to the right, can't find the receivers downfield. Takes a couple steps to try to open and free somebody up, but no one can open up. So Cantu tries to go a little bit more and taken down for the sack. And that'll bring 4th and 11. So Saul Garcia is in for the punt, with 2 Orange Grove Bulldogs waiting to receive. Fair call is up. Fair catch. So ball is marked on the Bulldogs' 22-yard line. And let's see what the Bulldogs come out to do offensively. They've had 2 4-and-out sets already, and I know they're trying to find some sort of rhythm here against the Bearcat defense.
I'd like to remind everybody about the concession stands. You got the Bearcat food truck.
So Orange Grove, once again, led by freshman QB Cutter Stewart, who is definitely getting lots of experience, and you can only see and tell what he's going to become with this experience. Stewart back in the shotgun. Has Saha to his right. Stewart falls back, looking for a man down the field. Can't find anybody. He's on the scramble. Decides to throw it out of bounds. So Cutter Stewart having himself a little bit of time. Just couldn't find anybody down the field. Decides to roll out to his left and decides to make the smart play to throw the ball out of bounds before the Bearcat defense could get to him. So looking at a 2nd and 10, 3:48 left in the first quarter. Bearcats up 7-0. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Saha to his left. Stewart gets a snap. Hand off to Saha. Saha gets some room to run. And that's a first down for the Bulldogs. And Saha finds himself a hole on the left side of the line. Takes it about 11 yards for the nice gain. That's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coaches together, seeing what they're going to go with. Stewart waiting for the call. Stewart gets the play, relays the message to his O-line. Stewart back in the shotgun. Hand off to Saha up the middle, but is met immediately at the line. Number 9, Juan Torres. Juan Torres finds his way right up the middle and stuffs Saha at the line, and is actually a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Bulldog Stewart communicating with his offensive line for the next play. Looking at a 2nd and 11, has Saha to his left. Ball is snapped. Stewart comes back, heavily pressured, finds some room to run on the right side, gets up the sideline, gains about 8. So Stewart drops back from the shotgun, was heavily pressured by number 11, Dylan Ramirez, but somehow escapes and gets through, finds himself some room to run, and actually just picked up So now we're looking at a 3rd and 3, ball on the 42-yard line of the Bulldogs. Stewart back in the shotgun. Saha to his left. Trips left formation. Stewart looks back, finds a man, and hits his man, number 6. Jake Marsh, one of the Bulldogs' captains for tonight. Ball gets to the 50-yard line. So freshman Stewart seems to have shaken off some nerves and trying to get himself some confidence. He's hit a couple passes already. So Stewart back in the shotgun, has Saha to his right, looks down the field for a receiver. He finds his man, that's number 9, Isaac Salceda, for a gain of maybe about 1. So a short little pass that doesn't go much. Taken down by Justin Smith of the Bearcats. Plenty of high school football tonight. Real Sports Live is covering at least a couple of those games. Real Sports Live is over at PSJA with PSJA North and PSJA High. We're also at Roma, at Sherryland with Roma versus Sherryland. Stewart now with the pitch. Finds his receiver a little bit too high and incomplete. Pass was intended for number 6, Jake Marsh. 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs now. Ball on the 49-yard line. Stewart back in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side with Marsh, with Saha next to him. Stewart makes a little room to run, finds himself his receiver, and it's hit. It's complete to number 9, Isaac Salceda. That picks up the first down for the Bulldogs. So Stewart's been doing a good job getting himself time. He's gotten some pressure by the Bearcats, but his feet have bailed him out a couple times, giving him a few extra seconds to find himself a receiver down the field. And ball's handed off to Saha up the middle. Saha picks up about 3. Jaden Brooks takes Saha down on the tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the Raymondville's 34-yard line. Stewart back in the shotgun for the Bulldogs. Saha to his right. Man in motion's number 6. Stewart rolls out to the right, looks down the field, finding something deep, looking for his receiver, and it is caught. Oh, he's out of bounds. So a nice pass down to the intended receiver, but the receiver catches the ball out of bounds. The Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 7. And we're at the end of the first quarter. Raymondville Bearcats 7, Orange Grove Bulldogs 0. Now the Bulldogs they do. Not sure on the time, but I know that they are, the time of possession, they've had the ball pretty much this whole first quarter. So they've been doing a good job maintaining the clock. Stewart, the freshman quarterback from Orange Grove, has you can see he's kind of got himself together. He's grown a little confidence as every play has kept going. So at the end of the first quarter, the Bearcats 7, Orange Grove Bulldogs 0. We'll be back after this.
Today, business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raymondville, Burnett Stadium, Orange Grove, and the Bearcats. Stewart gets the ball and throws it up in the air, but throws it out of bounds. We have a flag on the field. And looks like we have a Bearcat shaken up. The flag is a personal foul, targeting. So we had a targeting call on the Bulldogs. So we have a personal foul, taking the ball back. And now the Bulldogs are looking at a 3rd and long. Ball is snapped to Stewart. Stewart rolls out to his left, looking down the field, finds a man, but it is incomplete. So Stewart has been trying to look deep the last 3 plays. He just can't find any receivers, and he actually gets the ball up and heaves it out there. And it's a free ball for whoever gets it first. So now we're looking at a Bulldog 4th and 22. And in comes the punting unit. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Remember to like, share, and follow YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So punt is up. Justin Smith receives the punt and is met immediately. Met immediately by number 7, Josh Forneris of the Bulldogs. Just a reminder for those that just tuned in, we are giving you the audio version of tonight's game, trying to do the best play-by-play that we can. Through UIL regulations, we cannot show a live video feed on Friday nights. But stay tuned about an hour or so after the game, and we'll give you video highlights of the big plays of tonight's game. So here we go. The Raymondville offense is back on the field. The Raven Amandares is taking over in the backfield, and he gets a direct snap, looking for some room to run, and he finds some room to run up the left side before met after about a 15-yard gain. Met by number 30 of the Bulldogs. And that was actually number 44, Caden Schroeder.
And that'll be the change for another Raymondville Bearcat. First down.
No, it's got a T in there. Schroeder. It's
So the Bearcats pick up the first down on Armendariz' run. So 1st and 10. Ball on the 36. Jason Cantu, back in quarterback, gives himself the handoff to number 8, Justin Smith. Tries to find some room to run up the right side. Was taken down by number 56 of the Bulldogs, Jesse Martinez. So no gain on that play. 2nd and 10. Jason Cantu back in the shotgun. Has Armendariz to the left of him. Smith out in a motion. It's a screen pass to number 12, Nathan Munguia, but pass is incomplete. Bearcats now facing a 3rd and 10. Number 85, sophomore, Jason Cantu, back in the shotgun with Justin Smith to the left of him. Cantu rolls out to the left, looking down the field, finds a receiver, incomplete. Intended receiver was the Raven Armendariz. So the Bearcats are now looking at the 4th and 10. They're bringing out their punting unit now. Back to receive for the Bulldogs, number 11, Connor Eulenfield.
Back to receive for the Bulldogs, number 11, Connor Eulenfield. Looks to be number 10, Cutter Stewart.
Punt is up. Punt is received by number 6, Jake Marsh, who finds some room to run and eluding some tacklers, breaks a couple, and picks himself up a nice gain. Picks himself a nice gain up the left side on the punt return. So Marsh is tackled out of bounds on the Orange Grove sideline. So now the ball goes back to the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs had put themselves together a nice drive the last series. They just couldn't really get anything going. It looks like there is a flag on that punt return. And let's see what the refs call it. The ref's still talking it over. Coming over to talk to Coach Cantu, the Bearcats now. Looks like there's some explanations to be had. Still trying to figure things out. So let's see if we have a call or not. Orange Grove's coming in a tough district over there. In Orange Grove's district, they got West Oso, who's sitting at 2-3, Robstown at 2-3, Rockport at 2-3, Ingleside at 1-3, Orange Grove 0-4, and then Sinton 0-4. So that district is up for grabs. That's that 4A2 Region 4 District 15, and they're the ones that Raymondville's district will see in by district. So if you really take a look at the standings over there right now before district play has come in, I mean, we're looking at anybody's district right now. There's no team that's really standing out, no team that is saying, hey, we're the for sure 1 seed. So that'll be interesting to see how Orange Grove's district plays out. So now we got the call here. So it looked like we had a face mask And so let's see exactly what happened here.
Will make its way back on the field.
So the Raymondville offense comes back on.
Ball will be spotted on the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs.
They made them make them pay for this.
First and 10. Bearcats.
So the play called, the flag called was a face mask on Orange Grove, and that was on the punt. So the ball stays with Raymondville for that penalty. So Raymondville gets the ball back in a fresh set of downs. So Raymondville Bearcats get the ball with a first down. Snap to Cantu, and Cantu takes a snap, finds his way up, and finds himself some room up the left side. He took a big hit at the line and just bounced right off and kept running. You gotta let you know that Cantu is a big boy. Jason Cantu.
First down. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Jason Cantu has that big body where he's wanting the contact, and right there was a good indicator of that as he took the ball up the left side of the field, was met by a Bulldog defender, bounced right off, took a spin, and gained himself about 10 more yards on that run. First and 10 Bearcats. The Bearcats are now in a wildcat formation. Zoravian Amendades gets a direct snap, finds himself some room up to run the right side. He is elusive, and he finds himself some room to run. Escapes a couple of tacklers, picks himself up about a gain of 16 or 17 yards.
And that's another Raymondville Bearcat.
So Raymondville moving the ball. Now they get another first down, ball on the 15-yard line. Bearcat O-line marches up to the ball. Jason Cantu in the shotgun has a spread formation. Justin Smith in motion. Smith takes the handoff on the motion, finds some room up to run. Is met by a couple of Bulldogs, but stays on his feet to try to pick up a couple, but only gains about one. Number 7, Josh Furness, and number 8, Jordan Garcia with a tackle. So 2nd and 9 for the Bearcats. Ball on the 14. Bearcats up on the line. Jason Cantu in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Justin Zoravian Amendades on the motion. Gets the handoff, makes a little razzle-dazzle, finds himself some room, gets up the field, and picks up about an 8.
And he looked to pick up the first down, ladies and gentlemen.
Amendades' footwork is just amazing as he dances in and out between tacklers, picks up the first down, and now the Bearcats are looking at a 1st and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. And Raymondville looking to score. Cantu back in the shotgun. Has Smith and Amendades to his right and left. Ball is handed off to Smith. Finds himself the end zone, but we have a flag on the field. Flag on the field. Maybe a holding call against the Bearcats. And yes, it is. So holding on the Bearcats. So that'll take it back 5. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. And the Bearcats are still looking at a 1st and goal. Bearcats in a wildcat formation. Ball is handed off to Amendades. Amendades makes a cut back up the middle and finds himself the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Coach Cantu is working that working that Wildcat offense right now and putting Armendariz back there waiting for the snap, and that's Armendariz's second touchdown off of that Wildcat formation. So that was a run of 13 for the touchdown. Kick is up, and it's good. So Bearcats take the lead and extend their lead 14-0, 6:36 in the second quarter. And that was Armendariz's second touchdown of the night.
Bearcats 14. Orange Grove Bulldogs 0.
So like I said, both of Armendariz's touchdowns have been out of a Wildcat formation. He's just taking the direct snap and doing the rest. Now, let me tell you, once again, I gave props earlier in this game to the offensive line of the Bearcats. Their O-line consists of Gabriel Garza, Andrew Cervantes, Steven Tovar, Andy Lopez, Aiden Lopez, and Leon Cantu. Those guys have been doing a great job all season, giving Armendariz room to run, giving them holes, find that outside and keeping their blocks inside. So give credit to the Raymondville O-line. Now, Orange Grove ready to get the ball back, ready to receive. And Orange Grove hasn't been doing too bad of a job. They just cannot get past that 30. It seems like every play that Cutter Stewart has been in, he's just growing more and more confident. Let's see what he does this series here. Saul Garcia ready for the kickoff. Raymondville up 14-0, 6:36 in this first half of football. Garcia's kick is up, and it's deep, and it's a touchback.
That's a Raymondville Bearcat touchback.
Once he touches it now, then jumps back, it's still a touchback.
So the Bulldogs are ready to come back out, see if they can get something going offensively.
But if it hits the line, it's still not.
Well, yeah, if it hits a lamp, but if it's a G.
It comes this way, yeah, but it goes that way, it's still. That ball bounces.
Other games being broadcasted right now on Real Sports Live. We Sherryland Pioneer at Mercedes, Corpus Christi Win at McCullum, Brownsville Porter at Brownsville Veterans. So if you're tuned into our game and want to take a look and see what else is going on, those are a couple games being broadcasted on Real Sports Live. But we're here in Raymondville with the Orange Grove Bulldogs and the Raymondville Bearcats. Cutter Smith, looking down the field, finds himself a wide open receiver, but just a bit overthrown.
Ball is incomplete.
Pass was intended to Connor Eulenfield, who had beat his DB, but just could not connect.
He was already 4 or 5 yards away.
The quarterback's going to quit worrying about the quarterback and watch their receiver.
So Cutter Stewart has been trying to showcase his arm tonight. Stewart back in shotgun. Hands off to his tailback, who is brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Raymondville Bearcat defense, led by number 74, Giovanni Banderas. 3rd down and 9 for the Bearcats.
3rd and 9. And the Bulldogs are trying to find something going here.
Now they're going to call you UIL. Yeah, now you got UIL coming.
Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Single tailback in the back next to him. Stewart drops back, looking deep for a man down the field. Just cannot complete. Pass was intended to number 6, Jake Marsh.
Well, Rainbow's putting enough pressure on. They've got to keep 5 guys in the block. So it only allows them to send 2 out.
They can't give him that much
So
time.
Caden Schroeder is in the backfield with Cutter.
But Orangeville's keeping that many in to give him that time. But he's only got 1 guy, sometimes 2.
That's why he can't.
And the Bulldogs
He's going to kill you.
are 4 and out.
Getting real close.
Bulldogs back for the punt.
Oh,
And that snap is over the punter's head once again. Punter gets the ball and tries to pick it up. brings it back, almost back to the line of scrimmage. But number 10, Cutter Stewart, who took the snap, and that's the second bad snap by the Bulldogs, put it in some tough positions, and the ball goes all the way back to maybe the 1-yard line, and Cutter Stewart picks it up and brings it up to at least the 18-yard line. So that could have been disastrous for the Bulldogs, and Cutter Stewart makes something out of it, at least to get out of that red zone. So the Bulldogs are in a bit of a pickle here as the Bearcats get the ball on the 18-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 12, Nate Munguia, who picks up about 3. Tackled by number 7, Josh Forners. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Remember to like, share, and follow our pages, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Jason Cantu handling the QB duties tonight. Gets the ball, hands off to Armendariz. Armendariz looking for some room. Finds himself some room up the left, but then cuts back to the right side of the field, still on his feet on the 5, the 3, the 2, the 1. Touchdown, Armendariz. Armendariz gets the handoff on the left side of the field. He sees nothing there, makes a short cut back up the middle, and then takes it off to the right side of the field and has nothing but room to run. The kid is just elusive. So Armendariz picks up his 3rd touchdown of the night on a 15-yard run. Couple of Orange Grove Bulldogs shaken up on the play. So that'll give Raymondville a 20-0 lead over the Bulldogs. We'll be back after this injury timeout.
Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
All right, we're back after that injury timeout. Looks like both gentlemen were good to go. And we just came back from Armendariz's touchdown run. And Garcia is back up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Armendariz having himself a great first half of football with 3 touchdowns on the night. 2 of them came off of that Wildcat formation where he took the direct snap. 1 TD for 8 yards, the second TD for 13, and this last one was a handoff by Cantu for a 15-yard run, giving the Bearcats a 21-0 lead. So 4:39 left in this first quarter of play. And it's been the Armendariz show. Like I said earlier, Raymondville's been averaging 425 yards a game. And their offense have been averaging 35 points per game. They're at 21 right now. So Saúl Garcia ready to do some kicking off. Waiting for that kickoff for the Bulldogs. It's number 9, Isaac Salceda. And number 11, Connor Eulenfeld. The kick is deep and not returnable. So we'll have a touchback. Ball on the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bulldog offense.
Will take over on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Bulldog offense looking to get something going here. Cutter Stewart has shown signs of having a big arm. It's just the completion that hasn't been made. So Stewart definitely has the arm and the abilities to be a big-time quarterback. You know, he's a freshman, still got some growing to do, some learning to do, but he is learning on the go. And I'm sure his coaches are excited to see what's coming up for him. So Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun, gets the snap, looking for his receiver. Once again, finds a man deep, number 11, and that's complete. And the ball is on the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Bulldogs. Cutter Stewart showing that arm. Pass was to number 11, Connor Eulenfeld, and they are finally able to connect. Orange Grove had gone for at least, I'm telling you, about 6 or 7 deep routes that they just couldn't connect with. And Stewart connects with Eulenfeld here for the big-time pass, catch, run, TD Bulldogs.
Number 16, Luke Inglis.
Luke Inglis up for the extra point. Kick is up. No good. So Stewart makes the connection to Eulenfeld
Like to remind everybody about the concession stands tonight.
for the big TD pass. So the Bulldogs get themselves on the board.
You have the band boosters, which is on the east side behind the home team bleachers. You also have your Raymondville FFA junior class.
So big play for the Bulldogs.
Cold drinks.
Gets himself on the board. And the Bearcats are ready to get the ball back. Bearcats up 21-6. 4:29 in the first half of football. Plenty of football going around in the Valley tonight. Let's see if we can get some score updates. All right, here we go. Some score updates. Edinburgh High 0, West Ocoee 7 at half. PSJA and PSJA North at 0-0. Sherryland Pioneer 20, Mercedes 13. Brownsville Porter 7, Brownsville Vets 20. La Feria up on Rio Hondo 21-7. Ed Couch Elsa 22, Valley View 3. McAllen Nicky Rowe 20. Juarez Lincoln 0. Orange Grove is ready for the kickoff. Kick is up. And it is received by number 12, Nate Munguia, who's looking for some room up to run and is met and tackled by number 7, Josh Forneris. So here comes the Bearcat offense, being led right now by sophomore number 85, Jason Cantu, who is the Bearcat QB. Comes in, and it looks like we have another injury timeout. Here at Raymondville, Texas, Raymondville Bearcats 21, Orange Grove Bulldogs 6, and we'll be back after this.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th.
Back from that injury timeout. Looks like everybody is okay, just a little shaken up. Bearcat ball. Jason Cantu back in shotgun, hands the ball off to Justin Smith up the left side of the field, who's finding some room to run. He's at the 50-yard line and met at the 47, but not before a big gain of 30. So Justin Smith gets the handoff for a big gain for Raymondville. And that'll be a Raymondville first down. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. Cantu waiting for the snap. Has Smith and Armendariz to the right and left. Hand off to Armendariz on the right side of the field. Armendariz is looking for some room to run. Picks himself up about 4.
Look to be tackled by number 23, Steven Uribe. Second down.
Steven Uribe on the tackle. So 2nd and 6, ball on the Bulldog 45. Want to thank you guys for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Bearcat ball. Cantu waiting for the snap. Keeps it and calls his own number. Looks for some room up the middle. Picks up about 1. Want to remind those who are just tuning in that due to UIL regulations, we cannot give you a live video feed of tonight's game, but we are doing our best to give you a play-by-play audio. Also, remember to like, share, and follow us, Real Sports Live, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Third and 5, ball on Bulldog 44. Cantu back in the shotgun. Whistles are blown. Orange Grove decides they want to talk it over. Here in Raymondville, Raymondville Bearcats 21, Orange Grove Bulldogs 6. We'll be back after this.
San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Coming out of the Bulldog timeout, 2:22 left in the first half of play. Bearcat ball. Armendariz in motion. Gets a pitch back over to Justin Smith. Justin Smith finds himself a room to run. He's on the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and it's touchdown Bearcats. So the Bearcats go with a reverse. Armendariz goes in motion from left to right, and Smith comes back from right to left. And Smith does the rest. It's a foot race all the way for the touchdown. So big time run by Smith as the Bearcats pull out the double reverse. And the extra point is up and good. So Raymondville extends the lead 28-6 on that Smith touchdown. So 3 running TDs tonight by the Bearcats. Armendariz claims 3 of those, and Smith gets himself some love on the 44-yard run touchdown on the reverse. So now the Bulldogs are getting ready to get back to receive. On their last series, they had the long TD pass from Stewart to Eulenfeld, which gave them their 6. They missed the extra point, but I'm sure they would like to do something and maybe put up another before halftime. At the beginning of our game, Raymondville won the toss, but referred to the second half. So when we do come back from halftime, Raymondville will be receiving. So I'm sure Orange Grove would love to put some numbers up before halftime, because once we come back, Raymondville will receive the ball to start the second half.
Back to receive number 11, Connor Eulenfeld, and number 9, Isaac Salceda for the Bulldogs.
So Eulenfeld and Salceda back, waiting for the kickoff. Kick is up, and it goes out of bounds. So Saul Garcia gets the kickoff. Didn't get a good piece of that one as the ball hits at about the 5-yard line and bounces out of bounds. So the ball will be placed on the 35-yard line. The ball is on the 30-yard line. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun, hands the ball off, and it looks like it's a play action, so he pitches the ball out. Caught by number 6, Jake Marsh. But it's a loss of about 3.
Loss of about 3 yards on the play.
Ball's on the 27.
So Justin Smith was back there on that tackle, along with number 11, Dylan Ramirez.
Number 10, Cutter Stewart, still your quarterback.
Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Rolling out to his left, finds a man down the field, and it is incomplete.
Good defense by the Bearcats.
Pass intended for Eulenfeld.
Connor Eulenfeld.
Looks like Cutter Stewart took himself a shot.
Come on, guys. The ball is gone. They should have never hit the quarterback. Come on, refs.
And Del Preciso is not too happy right now on that big hit to his quarterback.
That's his responsibility. Refs.
So Orange Grove takes a timeout, and we'll be back with 1:22 left in the first half in Raymondville.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future.
we awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're PJ Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go!
All right, welcome back to Raymondville, Texas, Burnett Stadium. Raymondville Bearcats up 28-6 right now in the Orange Grove Bulldogs. Orange Grove looking at a 3rd and 13. Ball on their 27-yard line. Cutter Stewart drops back, looking for his receiver, throws the ball downfield, and it's complete. And it's a big-time pass, complete to number 6, Jake Marsh.
Number 21.
So Cutter Stewart looking down the field once again for about a 35-yard, maybe even more. Ball now on the Bearcats' 26-yard line. So Cutter Stewart keeps and continues showing that arm off as he's hit 2 big passes for big-time gains for the Bulldogs. Saha takes a handoff, gains about 4. 2nd and 6 for Orange Grove. Ball on the Bearcat 26. Stewart drops back, finds himself a receiver. Ball is overthrown. Pass intended for Marsh.
Pass intended for number 6, Jake Marsh, for the Bulldogs.
Bulldog O-line has done a good job protecting Cutter tonight. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Has Saha to his side. Stewart looking for something here, but cannot find anything. Tries to get himself about 3 yards, and then ball comes out, and the Raymondville Bearcats jump on it. Recovered by number 35 of the Bearcats, J.J. Rosas.
Forced fumble by number 18, Diego Gutierrez.
So Cutter Stewart tries to buy himself some more time with his feet, and as he does that, he's dragged down. In the process of being dragged down, ball pops out, and Raymondville recovers the fumble. So 16 seconds in the first half, and Gantu kneels the ball. Looks like they're going to just run the clock out in the first half. And yes, they do. So that's the first half of football here in Raymondville. Raymondville up 28-6. Couple things to take from the first half of football is Raymondville's backfield. Zoravian Amandades collects himself 3 touchdowns in the first half tonight with a run of 8, 13, and 15. 2 of those came out of a Wildcat formation. The 4th touchdown came on a 44-yard run, which came through a reverse where a ball was handed off to Armendariz, and Smith comes back around for the reverse. Smith gets the ball, takes it up 44 yards for Raymondville's 4th touchdown. The Bulldogs got themselves on the board with Cutter Stewart's arm. Cutter Stewart found himself his favorite receiver tonight, Connor Udenfeld, for the long TD run, which put up 6 points for the Bulldogs. So we've got big plays coming left and right here tonight. And lots of ball left to play here tonight altogether. So stay with us for the second half of football in Raymondville, Texas, Burnett Stadium. Halftime is underway, and we'll be back after this.
Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Willkommen to October. Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Expedition for 0% interest for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Willkommen to October. Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Ranger for 0% interest for 60 months plus $2,500 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Bulldogs, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Hi, we're Robert Millis, Secret and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
For the next drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Come see what the city of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back to Raymondville, Texas, Burnett Stadium, where we have the Raymondville Bearcats over the Bulldogs at halftime, 28-6. Little recap of the first half of play. Zaravian Armendariz has put on a display in the first half, getting himself 3 touchdown runs, 2 of those out of Coach Cantu's Wildcat formation. And Zaravian Armendariz takes the direct snap and finds himself a TD run of 8 and a TD run of 13. His third one came from a handoff from quarterback Jason Cantu for a 15-yard run. And the fourth Raymondville touchdown came on a reverse handoff to Armendariz, who then hands it off to Justin Smith, who breaks out for a 44-yard run touchdown. The Bulldogs got themselves 6 off the arm of Cutter Stewart. Cutter Stewart has shown his arm off here tonight, and he has 2 long pass plays that have gone pretty nicely for him. One of them for a TD to one of his top receivers, Connor Udenfeld. So that takes us to 28-6 over here in Raymondville with a whole second half of football left to be played. I want to thank you guys for listening and tuning in to Real Sports Live. Remember to like, share, and follow us, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Want to update you guys on a couple scores around the valley. Edinburgh High, 0. Westlaco East, 7 at half. Sharyland Pioneer, 20. Mercedes, 13 in the second. Brownsville Porter, 7. Brownsville Veterans, 20 at halftime. La Feria up on Rio Hondo, 21-7 in the second quarter. 22-3, Ed Couch Elsa, 22. Valley View, 3. Nicky Rowe, 20. La Jolla Juarez Lincoln, 0. Roma, 3. Sharyland High, 15. Monte Alto, 0. Corpus Christi London, 20. PI, 0. La Grulia, 14. Edinburgh Vela, 13. Edinburgh Economides, 0. A couple games went on last night. Brownsville Peace, 21. La Jolla Palm View, 42. McAllen Memorial all over La Jolla, 62-35. Edinburgh North, 41. Donna North, 24. Rio Grande City squeezed by PSGA Memorial, 49-41. So lots of Friday night lights going around the valley, and we're here in Raymondville, about 15 minutes away from the second half of football. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
You will be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Jay's up!
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Natalie and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlito Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way. Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale. Right now, get 0% interest for 72 months on 2019 Expeditions, plus $2,000 bonus cash.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Welcome back to Raymondville, Texas, Burnett Stadium, where we have the Raymondville Bearcats hosting the Orange Grove Bulldogs. We're almost ready for a second half of play, about 5 minutes away. We want to bring everybody back and up to speed at where we are at and how we got here. The Raymondville Bearcats put up 4 touchdowns in the first half, led by Zaravian Armendariz, who owns 3 of those. 2 of them came out of the Wildcat formation, direct snaps to Armendariz, and with that offensive line making way for him, they went for runs of touchdowns of 8 yards, of 13 yards, and then he had a handoff by quarterback Jason Cantu that went for 15 yards, and the 4th touchdown for the Bearcats tonight was a reverse to Justin Smith, who went 44 yards for the running touchdown. On the Bulldog side, they pick up 6 through the arm of Cutter Stewart. Cutter Stewart, freshman quarterback for Orange Grove, found his teammate Connor Eulenfeld for a nice catch connection for 6. They missed the extra point, which gave them, which kept them down to 6, and that leads us to our score of 28-6, getting ready for the second half of football. Lots of football going around the Valley tonight. Want to remind you guys, Real Sports Live is at PSJA with PSJA North and PSJA High. We're over at Sherryland with Roma and Sherryland. Mercedes hosting Sherryland Pioneer. Corpus Christi Wynn at McCullum. And Brownsville Porter at Brownsville Vets tonight. So other games picked up around the Valley for Real Sports Live. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and just a reminder that we're giving you the best audio version of our game tonight with PlayStations. We cannot post video live
every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, Power everything. $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive?
Welcome back to Raymondville, Texas, Burnett Stadium. Raymondville Bearcats hosting Orange Grove Bulldogs. A little bit on Orange Grove. Remember, coached by Coach Del Paricio, second year. Right now, trying to find their groove before getting into district. They've shown signs of real good ball. Don't get me wrong. The record may be 0-4, but they have a freshman quarterback who, like I said earlier, is learning on the go. All this experience is definitely going to pay off in the long run for their freshman quarterback. And he's shown that he does have an arm. His O-line has given him enough time, and then even when he is in a bit of trouble, he's using his feet to find something there. And he's made some good complete passes, and they'll keep fighting for the rest of this game. On the Bearcat side, it's the Z Show. Zaravian Armendariz doing it all on his feet, along with his backmate tonight, Justin Smith. So let's see what we have in store for us in this second half of football. Raymondville deferred the first half. They had won the toss, so they will be receiving to start the second half. And here we go. It's a short kick, fielded by number 5 of the Bearcats, Devin Cabrera. So Cabrera gets the ball, and the Bearcats' offense is ready to go. Ball will be set on the Bearcat 36-yard line. Number 85, sophomore Jason Cantu, is doing the signal calling for the Bearcats tonight. He's back in the shotgun. To the right and left of him are Armendariz and Smith. Ball is handed off to Smith. Smith looking for some room on the right side of the field. Breaks a tackle or two, but does not gain much on that. He might have got the ball back to the line of scrimmage. So Bearcats looking at a 2nd and 10. Play is coming in. Sophomore quarterback Jason Cantu in the shotgun. Has Armendariz in motion. Armendariz gets the handoff. Ball is dropping. Armendariz picks it up, finds a couple of blocks, trying to make something. Tries to make something out of nothing and gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Actually, a gain of 1. That'd be 3rd down and 9 for the Bearcats.
So Armendariz actually gained 1 yard on that, giving the Bearcats a 3rd and 9. So let's see what the Bearcats come up with now. Cantu back in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Armendariz in motion. Ball is snapped. It's caught by number 12, Nate Munguia, who finds himself a little bit there. So the Bearcats pick up about 6, but not enough for the first down. So on the first series coming out of halftime, Raymondville's looking at a 4th and 3. Connor Udenfield back for the punt return. Bearcat punt is up. Udenfield gets himself the punt, finds some room to run on the left side. Taken down by a slew of Bearcats.
Bunch of Bearcats. Nice coverage on the kickoff.
So Udenfield's punt return, about a gain of 10. Ball is placed on the Bulldogs' 32-yard line.
2-yard line of the Bulldogs, where they'll start 1st and 10.
So Cutter Stewart for the Bulldogs, ready to rally his boys, getting his line up to the ball. And is waiting for the snap. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Has a man in motion, number 11, Eulenfield. Stewart drops back. And the pressure is on. Dylan Ramirez picks up the sack.
Also got some help by number 69, Isaiah Gloria.
Dylan Ramirez, Raymondville's leading tackler, also leads the team in sacks, gets himself another sack alongside his teammate, number 69, Isaiah Gloria. So a loss of about 7 on that sack. And the Bulldogs are looking at a 2nd and 17 on their 25-yard line. Stewart back, finds the receiver, but incomplete. Pass intended to Jake Marsh.
This smart quarterback, he's throwing the ball before these guys are turning out. Exactly.
3rd and 17, Bulldogs.
We got to hit him at the line.
The Bulldog offensive line has been doing a good job protecting Stewart.
3rd down and 17 for the Bulldogs.
So let's see if they can keep that up, or if Raymondville's defensive line is going to get more pressure on Stewart, make him forcing that ball out. Stewart back in the shotgun, and that, yes, he does have pressure, and he's brought down for the sack. Looks like on that sack will be credited to number 45 of the Bearcats, Derek Oltivero.
Number 45, Derek Oltivero.
So on this defensive series, the Raymondville Bearcats defensive ends, Dylan Ramirez and Derek Oltivero, have picked up sacks. It looks like the Bulldogs are going for it on 4th and 17, but it's a quick punt, which is short. Takes a Bulldog bounce and rolls all the way to the Bearcat 38-yard line.
And the Bulldogs will down it on the Bearcat 38-yard line. Where the Raymondville Bearcat offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So Bearcats get the ball back on the 38-yard line, looking at a 1st and 10. Let's see if they can get something going. They came out of halftime with the ball and had a quick 4 and out. Bulldogs get the ball back, and the defensive ends for the Bearcats put pressure on Stewart, causing 2 sacks. Ball is handed off now to Raymondville's number 7, Zoravian Amendades, who picks up a gain of about 9. So just a bit short of the 1st down.
Jordan Garcia. Gotta move the chains for
Well, it looks like they give him the 1st down.
1st down.
So Armendariz gets the 1st down, moves the ball up to the 48-yard line. First and 10 Bearcats. Gone through back in the shotgun, has Smith and Armendariz to his right and left. Hand off to Armendariz, who picks the ball up. He's got himself some room to run at the 40-yard line to the 35, and now brought him down to the Bulldog 33-yard line.
About the 33-yard line. Tackle by number 7, Josh Forneris.
So the chains keep moving for the Bearcats.
Another Raymondville Bearcat.
1st down, Bearcats. Ball on the 34. Gone through back in the shotgun. Once again, Smith and Armendariz to his right and left. Snap. Handoff to Armendariz. Armendariz takes the ball, finds himself some room up the right side of the field, finds a lot more room to 5, and it's a touchdown, Armendariz.
Touchdown.
Armendariz with a 34-yard touchdown run. Jason Cantu gets the snap, hands it off to Armendariz, who takes it up the right side of his line, brings it right back up the middle, and finds nothing but green grass all the way to the end zone. Extra point is up, and it's good. So that extends Raymondville's lead. Raymondville Bearcats 35, Orange Grove Bulldogs 6.
Orange Grove Bulldogs 6.
So for the Bearcats, the Z show continues. That's Armendariz' 4th touchdown of the night. Once again, touchdown runs of 8, 13, 15, and then came the 34-yard touchdown run right now.
Y'all are just naturals at this thing.
Back to receive for the Bulldogs. Number 9.
So let's see what Coach Del Patricio's gonna do now, and as he tries to keep his boys motivated. I'm sure, you know, when you're down, you just tell your boys, hey, keep playing. Things are gonna happen little by little. Let's just make things happen. Let's work on what we need to work on. And I'm sure that's what Orange Grove is gonna do. Saul Garcia ready for the kickoff. Eulenfield and Salceda back for the kickoff return. It will be returnable. Eulenfield gets the return. Finding some room up the left side of the field, trying to find something. Doesn't find much, is taken down by a group of Bearcats led by Jason Medina. Orange Grove will get the ball on the 15-yard line. Led by their freshman quarterback, Cutter Stewart. Stewart stands 6 feet, which gives them some nice vision over the field. Stewart back in shotgun. Ball is handed off to Saha. Saha taken down at the line of scrimmage by number 11, Dylan Ramirez.
Along with his Bearcat buddies on the line, doing a nice job tonight. Second down and 9.
Raymondville's D-line has finally been able to give Stewart some fits back there. Stewart had some good time in the first half, but it could be fatigue setting in for Orange Grove's O-line. Stewart finds himself a receiver, number 6, Jake Marsh, connects for the first down. But we have a flag on the play. Orange Grove saying it's against the Bearcats, so let's see the official call. Waiting for the official call on the flag. Looks like it will be against the Bearcats. Now the play was a completion for a first down. And it's a personal foul, hand to the face, which is a 15-yard penalty. So the Bulldogs get themselves some yards here. Ball is now on the Bulldogs' 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun with Saha next to him in the backfield. Stewart hands the ball off. Short run up the middle. Gain of about 3. So Saha gets the ball up the middle, picks up about 3, looking at a 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. Stewart is back in shotgun. Saha to his right. Stewart drops back, finds a receiver. He connects with number 9, Sauceda. Sauceda takes the ball up, gets himself a good run, and a nice gain of about 15 before knocked out of bounds by number 4 of the Bearcats, Samuel Gomez. Cutter Stewart back in the shotgun. Now he has men in motion. Looks like an audible call. Looking like they're trying to confuse the defense, but the defense gets back quickly as Stewart is sacked in the back by number 74, Giovanni Balderas. But looks like there's some yellow on the field. Let's see what the official call is. Holding against the Bulldogs. So that'll take them back 10, and now they'll be looking at a 1st and 20. So now a 1st and forever for the Bulldogs. But like I said, and I've told you before, the Cutter Stewart's arm, that can easily be taken back. Sure enough, Cutter Stewart drops back looking for something. He pulls up and actually takes the ball up himself, finds a lot of room to run, and finally forced out of bounds. Picks up the 20 yards that they needed for the first. So the Bearcats are respecting Cutter Stewart's arm and his ability to throw the long ball, which took the backers and their DBs back, and Cutter Stewart pulls the ball down and decides to take it up the field himself for a gain of 20. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs on the Bearcats 38. Cutter Stewart back in shotgun. Saha on his side. Stewart pulls back, finds a receiver, but is incomplete. Intended receiver was number 6, Jake Marsh, but they just could not connect. Looked like it was a miscommunication. Maybe a wrong pattern was run, where Stewart thought he was going one way and Marsh goes the other. So that'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Coming out in a trips right formation. Stewart pulls back, looking for his receiver to the left. Incomplete. Stewart was being heavily rushed by number 11 of the Bearcats, Dylan Ramirez. Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 10. Ball on the Bearcat 38. Stewart back in shotgun. Bulldogs have extra protection on the line, and it's a fumble on the snap. Ball is on the floor, and ball is recovered by the Bearcats. We have a shaken up Bulldog. And it looks like we're going to have an official timeout. We'll be back after this.
Leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002. Harlingen, Texas.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today.
Cutter Stewart, freshman quarterback for the Bulldogs, was the player a little shaken up, but he's a tough kid. Gets up, walking on his own, going to have himself a little break on the sideline. So Raymondville's defense is really coming into play this second half, and they're doing a great job. And, you know, at the beginning of this game, at the beginning of this season, the Bearcats had some big studs, and a couple of these guys got injured at the beginning of the year, so we have a couple guys stepping up. A couple of those guys, Tomas Zambrano and Dante Hernandez, were big-time players for the Bearcats who are right now on the injured list, and they're on the sidelines rooting on their team and being leaders on the sideline. And that's a beautiful thing about these student athletes, you know. They're still part of the team and still trying to root their guys on and give their guys the motivation they need to keep playing and playing hard. So great job by all student athletes on both sides of the field. So the Bearcats get the ball back on that fumble. Picked up about a gain of 6 here, and we're looking at a 2nd and 4. Ball on the Bulldog 49-yard line. Jason Cantu back in the shotgun. Has Smith and Armendariz in the backfield. Pass is complete to number 3 of the Bearcats, Brendan Robles, who picks himself up a nice gain of 20. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 2 of the Bulldogs, Gabriel Moreno.
And that'll move the chains. That'll be another Raymondville Bearcat. First down.
So ball now on the Bulldog 31. 1st and 10 Bearcats.
I told you guys. You know, JJ,
Jason Cantu back in the shotgun. Has Justin Smith to his left. Cantu drops back, rolling out to the right, has himself a little screen pass to Justin Smith. Justin Smith receives the ball, finds himself some room to run, picks up about 11, but there's a flag on the play. So let's see what the dirty laundry, and it is a holding call on the Bearcats, which will take them back. So they'll repeat the down. It'll still be 1st down, but now we're looking at a 1st and 17. Jason Cantu gets the snap, falls back, finds a receiver who's number 7, who goes in for the touchdown. touchdown Bearcats. Jason Cantu finds Zaravian Almendades for the touchdown pass of 31 yards. So let's put it down in the book. Zoraven Almendades has 4 rushing touchdowns, and now he adds a 5th on a receiving touchdown thrown by Jason Cantu. Extra point is up, and it is good. So Jason Cantu shows his arm now as he contains and composes in the backfield, stayed in the pocket, had some pressure coming to him, and he finds Raven Almendades down the field for the big-time catch, run, and touchdown. So that will give the Raymondville Bearcats 42, Orange Grove Bulldogs 6, with 1:43 left in the third quarter. So the Bulldogs are now getting back, ready to receive the kickoff after that Cantu to Almendades TD pass.
Number 11, set back to receive, Connor Eulenfeld. And number 9.
Eulenfeld and Salceda in the back, waiting for the kickoff.
Number 10, Saul Garcia.
Saul Garcia ready for the kickoff. Kick is up as Eulenfeld is ready to field. Eulenfeld gets the ball, finds a little bit of room before taken down after a gain of about 7 on the kick return.
The tackle made by number 2, A.J. Sayas.
We want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in to Real Sports Live. Give us a shout out on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. Let us know where you're watching the game from. And we want to thank you guys once again. Remember, like, share, and follow Real Sports Live, covering the Valley sports and bringing you guys all the audio that we can on Friday nights. Just a reminder that on Friday nights, through UIL regulations, we are not allowed to show live video streaming of Friday night games. So that's why we give you the audio version. But stick around when we try to do our best to get you guys the video highlights after the game. So Bulldog ball on their 26-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 9, Salceda. Take that back. That was number 6, Jake Marsh with the carry. Dylan Ramirez is there for the tackle. Gain of about 3.
Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Got about a minute left in the third quarter. Back in the shotgun is number 6, Jake Marsh, who is taking over QB duties. Pulls the ball back and looks down the field for number 11, Eulenfeld. But it looks like there is a lot of contact between the DB and the receiver with flags on the field now. So let's see what the officials call. Will it be a pass interference on the defense or maybe even on the offense? That's how much contact was going on both sides as the ball floated in the air. It was a pass interference on the defense, but a holding on the offense. So the penalties will offset each other, and they'll repeat the down. So 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
They were both connected.
Snap to Jake Marsh, who has taken over QB duties, calls his own number, gains himself about 5 yards on the right side of the field. Tackled by Isaiah Gloria. So Cutter Stewart took that big hit, the Bulldogs' last drive, and he's still on the sideline. And number 6, Jake Marsh, has taken over the QB duties for the Bulldogs. So Jake Marsh back in the shotgun. As the clock is winding down in the third quarter. Got about 10 seconds left in the third, and Orange Grove calls a timeout. Raymondville Bearcats up 42-6 as the seconds left in the third quarter. And we'll be back after this timeout.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100%.
Welcome back to Raymondville, Texas. We are at Burnett Stadium where the Raymondville Bearcats are hosting the Orange Grove Bulldogs. Up 42-6 with about 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldogs ball 3rd and 4 on their own 33-yard line. Number 11, Connor Eulenfield takes a direct snap in the backfield now and is taken down. And that will be it for the third quarter. Tackle on that play came from number 4 of the Bearcats, Samuel Gomez. So after 3 quarters of play, highlight here has been Zaravian Armendariz, who has himself 5 touchdowns tonight, 4 on the ground, and 1 receiving touchdown. Contributing also to the score tonight was a 44-yard run by Justin Smith. Orange Grove's hanging in, trying to find themselves something here. Might be a little tougher for Orange Grove now that their freshman starting quarterback, Cutter Stewart, has been sidelined with an injury. So we've seen Jake Marsh as well as Connor Eulenfield in the backfield for Orange Grove. So let's see who comes out to start the fourth quarter. So to start the fourth quarter, Orange Grove looking at a 4th and 4. And Coach Del Paricio looks like he's calling for a keep. So number 6, Jake Marsh. The Raymondville defense wasn't sure if they were going to do a quick punt. And Marsh decides to pull it down and find some room up the right side of the field and picks up the first down on the 4th and 4. So Bulldogs get a 1st and 10, a ball on their 38-yard line. As it looks to seem like Connor Eulenfield is now at the QB position. Eulenfield drops back, finds himself a receiver. Ball is low and it's incomplete. So Eulenfield now at the QB position.
I know. He's 6 feet away from me. Drops it.
Waiting for the snap. Eulenfield with a 1 back next to him, waiting for the snap. Look like there's some movement on the line. And it may be a false start on the Bulldogs. Yes, it is. So 5-yard penalty, which will take them back. Bulldogs will have a 2nd and 15. Ball on their 33-yard line. Eulenfield drops back, looking for a receiver. Finds somebody deep on a fade, but ball is thrown too deep and out of bounds. Intended receiver was number 9, Isaac Sauceda. 3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball on their 38-yard line. 33-yard line, excuse me. So they're going to have to do something here. They're probably going to look to go to the air. Eulenfield in the shotgun with Saha to his right. Looked like some movement. Flags are thrown, whistles are blown. False start on the Bulldogs, which is going to take them back another 5. So that's the 2nd false start by the Bulldogs on this drive. And the Bulldog line has done an excellent job so far. And then they get to this drive, and they get 2 false start calls. So Eulenfield now looking at a 3rd and 20. Eulenfield drops back, has some heavy pressure. He's moving on his feet now, finds some room on the right side of the field, picks up a gain of about 11 on that QB scramble. Devin Cabrera finally finds Eulenfield to take him down, but not before Eulenfield showed a little flash. But still, even with a gain of 11, back when you had a 3rd and 20, now we're looking at a 4th and 8. Last 4th down, the Bulldogs decided to fake the quick punt, and Eulenfield kept it himself to pick up the 1st down. Let's see what the Bulldogs decide to do now. Bulldogs get the punt off. It's a short punt that takes a Bearcat bounce, and finally touched by the Bulldogs on the Bearcat 49-yard line. So the Bearcats will have themselves some pretty good field position to start this drive.
So you'll have all the plays running in champs here later on tonight.
So Bearcats will get the ball on the 49-yard line. Looks like there's a new QB in the game. Number 18, Diego Gutierrez, who hands the ball off to his running back, number 8, Justin Smith. Justin Smith finds some room up the right side of the field, picks up about a gain of 8, but there's a flag on the field. Marshall Saha on the tackle for the Bulldogs. We have an illegal formation on the Bearcats, which will take them back. So a penalty of about 5. looking at a 1st and 15 now. And Gutierrez has taken over the QB duties as Jason Cantu, who played a great 3 quarters of football, will rest the 4th.
I know. Bobby did it last yesterday with me.
18, Diego Gutierrez is a freshman, but he's a good-sized boy. So let's see what he decides to do. Handoff given to number 35, J.J. Rosas, who picks up a nice gain of about 6. Maybe a gain of about 5. So we're looking at a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 50-yard line. Second and 11. Freshman Diego Gutierrez has taken over the QB duties for the 4th. Into the 4th quarter, we got 8:50 left in our game. We got a trips left. Ball is handed off to Justin Smith, and Justin Smith finds himself some room. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Justin Smith. 50-yard run for Justin Smith, who picks up his 2nd touchdown of the night. So freshman Diego Gutierrez comes in, hands the ball off to his tailback, Justin Smith, who goes 50 yards for the pay dirt. Extra point is up, and it is good. Raymondville Bearcats 49, Orange Grove Bulldogs 6.
What year is Justin? Smith.
So the Bearcats extend their lead in their running game. Is putting on a show tonight. Zaravian Armendariz, 4 rushing touchdowns tonight. Justin Smith, 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. And Armendariz has himself a receiving touchdown thrown by Jason Cantu. Smith's touchdowns have been runs of 44 and 50 yards. So Smith has been picking up some big-time plays for the Bearcats.
Let's give it up for our Raymondville band.
So 8:35 left in our game. Bulldogs waiting to receive the kickoff after the Justin Smith 50-yard run touchdown. Back to receive for the Bulldogs, Eulenfield, and number 9, Salceda. Deep kickoff, and it'll be a touchback.
We'd like to wish, actually, Mr. Rowe and the school board members of Raymondville would like to wish the band good luck at the
The Bulldogs getting ready to come out, take over on the offensive side of the ball. I'm sure there's things that Coach Del Parisa would like to keep working on as they prepare for their district. And once again, their district of West-Oso, Robstown, Rockport, Ingleside, and Sinton. And that district is up for grabs. Right now, looking at records, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 1-3, 0-3, 0-4. That's anybody's district right now. Even Orange Grove has theirself any shot. And little things like this, a fix here and a fix there, and Orange Grove is definitely going to be in that playoff picture for that district. Hand off to Jake Marsh, who's forced out of bounds, but picks up a first down.
Picking up a first down. Ball will be marked on the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Ball is now marked and spotted on about the 35-yard line. Snap is back to Eulenfield. Eulenfield looking downfield, finds himself a receiver, and it is complete. Caught by Isaac Salceda, who had 3 Bearcats around him. And Eulenfield unloads that ball for a big gain of 40. So Eulenfield showing his arm. We saw Cutter Stewart throwing some deep passes. And Eulenfield, who was his favorite receiver, is showing off his arm now. Eulenfield hands the ball off to Saha. Saha gets met right at the line. So ball goes about 1 yard up. Second and 9 for the Bulldogs.
I think you have to play these guys again.
Eulenfield back in the shotgun. Receives the snap. Is under some pressure by A.J. Sias, and A.J. Sias with a sack. A.J. Sias came off that corner hot. And he just found him and took him down for the sack. So big loss for the Bulldogs there. Loss of about 7. So we're looking at a 3rd and 17 for the Bulldogs. Snap is to Eulenfield. Eulenfield's looking up on the left side of the field, keeps it himself. Picks up a gain of about maybe 5. Taken out of bounds by Jose Peña. 4th and 10. Ball on the Bearcat 21. Eulenfield back, looking for a receiver. The ball is up in the air, finds somebody deep, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Isaac Salceda. Ball over on downs. Ball goes back to Raymondville. So freshman Diego Gutierrez will stay in as quarterback, and he'll get his reps to finish out this game. 5:29 left in tonight's game. Gutierrez back in the shotgun. 2 running backs to his side. Ball is handed off to number 35, J.J. Rosas. As Rosas picks up about 6. Clock ticked on that run. We're going to run that clock. We're about 5 minutes left in the game. And I'm sure Coach Cantu will keep running the ball. Gutierrez back in the shotgun, has 1 back to his side. Gutierrez pulls the ball down himself, calls his own number, takes it up the field, rumbles for a gain of about 2. Number 27 of the Bulldogs, Marshall Saha, on that tackle. 3rd and 1 for the Bearcats.
Well, it was working. No, right here's okay. I know, but it transferred over. This one got dry. And yeah, just slide it open. Oh, there's a game out there.
So Bearcats ball, 3rd and 1. Flags on the field. False start on the Bearcats. So that'll be the ball back 5. Looking at a 3rd and 6 for the Bearcats now. Play coming in. 3rd and 6 for the Bearcats. Gutierrez back in the shotgun. Gutierrez calls it himself, looking for some room to run on the right side. Taken down by the Bulldogs. Short gain of about 2. So Bearcats now looking at a 4th down. 4th and about 5. Punting unit coming in. Coach Cantu looks like he just wants to manage the clock now. Keeps the ball on the ground. Clock's ticking. We're at about the 3-minute mark left in the game. Raymondville's punting unit ready to punt the ball away. Punt is up. Eulenfield back to receive. Eulenfield receives the ball, finds a little bit of room up to run on the right side of the field, and is hit, brought down. Tackle by number 3, Braden Robles. We're having some visual problems up in the booth. The windows starting to fog up. But we have the real MVP down in the stands who wiped the windows down for us. We appreciate that. So with about 2:46 left in the game, the Bulldogs will get the ball back. Eulenfield calling the signals for the Bulldogs now, as starting quarterback Cutter Stewart took himself a good shot in the 3rd quarter, which has kept him out of the game. Eulenfield pulls back, finds a receiver, which is number 6, Jake Marsh, for a short gain.
Tackled by number 4, Sammy Gomez. 2nd down and 9.
So 2nd and about 8. Eulenfield back in the shotgun with a single back next to him, waiting for the snap. Snap comes. Eulenfield looking to pass, looking at a fade. He has himself an open receiver, but the ball is overthrown.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass for the Bulldogs.
3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 9, ball on the 46. Eulen in the backfield with Saha to his side. Eulenfield gets the snap. Ball is handed off to Saha. Saha is met immediately at the line by the Bearcat defense. Number 72 of the Bearcats, Jaden Galvan, in on that tackle. 4th and 10, Orange Grove. About a minute 40 left in our game, ladies and gentlemen. Bearcats 49, Orange Grove 6. Bulldogs elect a timeout with a minute 32 left in their game. Let's hear from our sponsors. We'll be back after this.
The athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches. $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment.
Coming out of the Bulldog timeout, 1:32 left in the game. Eulenfield drops back, looking for a receiver deep, and the ball is picked off. Sammy Gomez picks up the interception and is still on his feet. Brings it all the way back to the Raymondville, the Bulldog 35-yard line. But it looks like there's some flags on the field. So Eulenfield chunks the ball down the field. Raymondville Sammy Gomez finds it, intercepts it, brings the ball back, but flags on the field. And it was a roughing the passer flag. So scratch that INT, and ball goes back to Orange Grove. And that play doesn't count. So now Orange Grove will look at have a 1st and 10, and their ball moves all the way up to the Bearcat 33-yard line. Eulenfield drops back, looking for a receiver, but is brought down by number 18 of the Bearcats, Diego Gutierrez. So loss of yards on the sack. And the Bulldogs are now looking at a 2nd and 17 with about 35 seconds left in the game. Eulenfield in the shotgun. Ball's handed off to Saha. Saha met at the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 1. 16 seconds left in the game tonight. And it looks like Orange Grove's just going to let the clock run out. And that will be our ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Raymondville Bearcats improve to 5-1. As the Orange Grove Bulldogs drop to 0-4. Tonight's game was all about Raymondville's run game. Zoravian Armendariz picks up a monstrous game for the Bearcats with 5 overall touchdowns, 4 of those on the ground, 1 of them in the air. Justin Smith had the big time runs for TDs for the Bearcats. He had himself 2 TDs tonight, 1 of 4 yards and 1 of 50. And Armendariz won air. They definitely showcased their arms tonight by their 2 quarterbacks that we saw, Cutter Stewart and Connor Eulenfield. Orange Grove's lone touchdown was a touchdown pass from Stewart to Eulenfeld. And when Stewart went down on an injury, Eulenfeld came in and filled the QB duties. I guarantee you that they're going to cause some trouble in their district. And like I said, their district is up for grabs. There's no one team that's standing out on that side. As for the Bearcats, right now they're sitting at 5-1, and they'll have themselves an open week next week before getting ready for district. And from what I've seen and the look around the district themselves, Raymondville should be the front runner for that district. But like they say, anything can happen on any Friday night. So big gains by Armendariz and the Bearcats tonight. And we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Real Sports Live from Raymondville, Texas. And that'll do it for us tonight. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank Raymondville ISD for letting us come in and broadcast tonight's game. Their tech crew, everybody in the box here, a wonderful group of gentlemen, and everybody did a great job. We want to thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time. This is Real Sports Live, signing off.